and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are in the parks that is called Rotting Heights. Though, well, at the start that was quite obvious, but right now I wouldn't even know why this park still has this name. Well, I know one reason, and that is that I never renamed the parks. We could do that, you know? I mean, I could rename the park, but I don't, and I won't. So yeah. Now, last time, we pretty much filled up this corner, and boy was this troublesome, especially the infrastructure. I mean, we have a real ugly solution over here. Luckily though, this is exactly hidden below the supports. So as long as we keep the supports on, we don't really see the mess we've made. Well, unless we look at it like this, but even then, the mess is quite concealed. So, yeah. That's pretty good. Now, yes, like I said, last time we got these two rides, which I don't believe, no, these ratings haven't been adjusted yet, but they will be, and we will get back to that. However, there is more stuff for us to do. That is, spend this 11.5 grand, and we will. And before we get to that, we will also do, in good tradition, a quick vandalism / pricing check. So, here we go. That's for the pricing. Now, this all seems to be quite alright. So, do you have the spook house? Nope. It seems that you kind of have lost your magic though. Oh my goodness, look at that. 2.5 grand. I don't know what it is, but this corner of the park, all the thrill and gentle rides are just bloody damn amazing. Anyway, you have lost your edge though, so we will lower this to 50 cents. That's good. Right, are there any further rides? Well, I mean, this one's freshly built, so I can't really judge that yet. But the rest, it all seems to be rather fine. Now, last time we've built 2 tracked rides over here, and despite the fact that we have 11.5 grand, yeah, I feel that we should build a quick slam downer right now. You know, that's a thing, a slam downer, right? And, well, seeing how we only got like 2 thrill rides left, I feel like we shouldn't really get one of those. So we're gonna get ourselves a gentle ride. One of the better gentle rides. I'm thinking of the flying saucer one, really. I wonder though, I mean, could we place that over here? Let's take a quick look here. Ooh, it would actually fit over here. Though, we would have to move the ice cream stall for it. I mean, that is in the way. Otherwise, we could fit it right there. You know what? The ice cream stall is easily moved. There, look at this. Boom, gone. That's simple. Now, let's get the trees back, because we're gonna have to remove quite a few. There, done. Nice and easy. See, it's not really about the gentle or thrill type of rides. It's just that I wanted some ride there. Ooh! Burger bars. Nice. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna get one of those. I mean, that's such a better alternative than ice cream. I mean, burgers. Who could say no? I don't. Wait, what? I thought I had removed... Oh, no, there's still a dead one. Now, let's see, we have to go over there. And then, we hook the queue up to the exit. I like that's gonna work. And I believe that if we go down here, it hooks up. And that is the main path, so all is well. And then over here, all that we need to do is this, and it's hooked up. Hey presto, we got ourselves the thingy ride. Now, one other thing that I also would like to see is what our eggheads are doing. Eggheads, what are you doing? You're researching shops and stalls. I don't know really, but I just looked at our shops and stalls and look, we got a freaking long list. I don't think we need anything else, so I'm not gonna have them not do that. However, we also got quite a lot of gentle rides already. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting scenery and theming on there along with roller coasters. I don't really need no roller coasters. We're not gonna build that many in this park. Because we don't have that much space. We're gonna build a few more, but not that many. So, I don't know. Perhaps, I'll just tick it on and we'll see what we get. But the scenery and theming, maybe we could do some scenery in here. There's no pressure at all to get 94 guests in, well, a year minus a month. There's no pressure at all. I mean, just saying, don't want to be cocky, just saying, no pressure at all. So, now, we have this sorted, at least, well, it's open. That doesn't mean it's sorted, but we will crank that to the max. Can we change this to a flying saucer ride without flying saucers? No, of course not. So, we're gonna change this to, well, E.T. Bump Home. No. No, we can't have that really. Why don't we call this Space Invaders? Yeah, oh man, that's totally in reference to something I've played a lot back in the day. Back in the Prince of Persia day. Oh yes. Now, classy naming, I think we've just complied. And now this has to be black really. And we're gonna go with a... Yeah, I think the yellow wasn't that bad actually. And then we'll go with bright green and a red bumper there. This looks space alien-like. We could also go with a bit more of a bluish hue to it. This also looks rather space alien-like. This even more so. This is what we're gonna go with. Fine, it's decided. Now, I do recall that last video I kind of forgot to set up staff for this mess in the infrastructure that I've created. So we're gonna get ourselves a handy dude, and I don't know how they're gonna do it, but somehow this handy dude has to take care of, well, this area some more or less. I mean, I have no clue. It's just such a big mess that I'd rather give him all the areas rather than one too few. So he can just get everywhere he needs to. I know this isn't really that effective in terms of cleaning everything, but yeah, I don't really know. It's such a mess down there. I don't even want to look. Alright, small peek, no. Oh man, it's bad. What I also think that we could do is with another fix mechanic, and you know what, we'll also get a guard. And you know what, we'll also get a soldier. Yeah, no. Of course, not a panda, a soldier. There. Alright, very cool. I don't know, but do you have music? You do have music. We could change this. We're gonna change this to... Well, actually, I don't even know how the rock style... alright. Fine. We're gonna go with that. Good. Yeah, alright. So, we got this right now. It is time for us to build the coaster. And over here is where we're gonna build it. Now, what type of coaster are we gonna build is the big question, of course. And I have decided on the steel coaster here. Not the steel mini one, not the mine train one, and not the corkscrew one, this one. But we're gonna build it over here, but I am gonna build it in a way. It's gonna be quite long. Could do a little bit over here, not too much. I don't want it to be all over here. But it's gonna be quite long, and it is, you guessed it, it's gonna have another one right next to it. So what we need to do really is we need to get ourselves an underground station. And for that I need terrain height markers. Because, yeah, as I figured, see, this is the lowest point in there, and that basically means that, well, what I could do, of course, rather than have the station being at height 8, I wanted to hook up over here somewhere. So if I have the station at height 8, that's problematic. So instead, what we could do, Well, actually, the station at height 8 does mean that the whole entrance is underground. And it doesn't really matter if we have a long queue, because we could just hook up the exit over there. Yeah, alright, it's decided. It's gonna be height 8 then. And like I said, it's gonna be a bit of a long coaster, but it's gonna be grand. And if it's not, that will make it grand. Dang it, it will be. So yeah, well, first we need to prep the terrain for its arrival. Actually, before we do that, let's scan out ahead a bit of the area. So I need to, well, basically I need it to be on this line of tiles. So we're gonna have one there and the other one there. I feel like we should first build this one and then the other one. So there is where we need this. Oh, no tree! Surprise! And then we'll build it. Look. Now, game, this is the view that I need. Let's go to the underground. Here we are, in the underground. Wow. It is dark. Well, not a surprise, really. Hey, come on, Gabe, let me... Good. So... Now, I don't want to go too far forward with the station. I mean, basically, I have reserved, the whole side of the park over here. So, we got plenty of... Wait, hold on a second. No, we do not have plenty of... Alright, that is workable though. We can get back from this. So that's alright. Come on, I didn't... No, game, I don't want to remove all the trees. Balls. And I am doing so. Despite me claiming I don't want to. Now we're gonna build this quite at the back over there. And we'll worry about how we're gonna get back later. For now, we're just gonna go traditional. I know I've gone with powered launch mode and all that in the past, but not at this time. This time it is all going to be traditional. So, oh come on, bloody bushes, move away. Yeah, this is so much better. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, nice. Oh, actually, look at this. A nice white track with the red support. Will make it stand out from the crowd. Yeah, what we need now is basically I need it to curve around here, which we will do. Where? Now, right now we come from height 8 and we are already at height 29. So you know what? I think that is high enough. I mean, we only got 11 grand. I know we're making more, but still. This is very, very interesting. Because of this. Alright, photo section, yes. And then a vertical loop. That is because of the coaster, I take. Or should I have done this one earlier? And to the right, doesn't make any difference. Ah, that's odd. I thought that this would be possible. Perhaps... Yeah, but that's crazy. Right, fine. We won't do it like that. Instead, we will go up. Okay, maybe not like that. Balls. We won't be doing any shenanigans because the track design is not letting me. Now, I do need to keep in mind that we are gonna have another lift over here. So, but I think like this we can get away with it. There's space in between, so we should be all good. Now, at height 23, can I do... I can't do a corkscrew. Right, that's no problem though. Let's see. We now go straight, and then... You know what? We will do a drop over here. And then... let's see, I actually need this to go a little bit further down. Like this. That is a... Let's see, can I... How much lower do I need to go for this? Quite a bit lower actually. No, I'm not liking it. So we won't be going over there. Instead... What? Push in the way. Oh really? That's it. Nice. Alright, we will have an on-ride photo section then. Very nice. And oh, there is a roller coaster in the way. But nice, it works. This is of course the ultimate summon. Look, we have gone through the track. Yeah, this is it. Now, like I said, I don't really want to do too much over here, so we won't be. But, well, yeah, a few trees to remove. I have nothing against that. So we will do that. And then, let's see. Basically, I think what we need is a curve over here. Oh, this track. Yes! That's all I gotta say about it. Yes, indeed. It is freaking amazing. Now, I don't want to do too much over there because I have a feeling that I might be blocking off any possible ways to get an exit path proper over there. So, but you know what? We would like to do a helix down large. And that way, look. This is perfect. And then we'll do a helix up small to go even further up like this. And then we will have a drop down which will actually lead into the underground. Now that's alright because I don't think that we're gonna be having any specific paths up here all the way. And then you'll see, right exit. Oh, balls. Why does everything that is cool that I design always end up with other rides? I don't know really. Or right exits and all that. Wow, hear the rock beats by the way. Real rocking tunes in Rollercoaster Tycoon. Yeah. Right, we are not in the underground anymore, so gone is this mall view. Let's see, yeah, I think we need to remove a lot of trees for this, but I'm prepared to do so. Then we will have a sharp curve like this over there. And then another drop down. Come on. Which will actually be curved to over there. Now this is all at rock bottom, these tracks, so there shouldn't be the issue really. Actually, we could do something rather cool with them. What I could do is, well, I don't really want to do it, you know, but oh man, I am actually quite tempted right now. So helix down small. Then going all the way down over here to height 2. I don't even know whether or not this is a real good idea, but we're gonna do it. And then I'll have one piece of brakes here, because I don't really know what the speed of this coaster will be. So we're gonna do it at speed 72. There, I have a loop in it. I know, madness. But hey, that is what all my parks are. Let's see. Now we need to get this back to the station in an orderly fashion. Which means lifting it over here. Alright, now we're at height 10. So this is good. I need to be here. Actually, can I? No, I cannot go above that. So basically what I need over here is this trick. This is what I really need. And then we run into terrain issues. That is a bit of an issue if you ask me. I'm not going to terraform all of that. So instead, what I'll do is I'll extend this a little bit. I hope it will make it. It should really, I shouldn't be having to rely on these lifts. So just to be sure, there, height 10. I mean, besides, I could be wrong, but Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Done. Alright. 2 loops. 1 on the ground. We got curves. We got drops. This coaster has everything to be quite grand. And it hasn't even taken up that much space. So, if you would be so kind to inspect the test ride for me, I will be so kind to hook this up. Like, that isn't really a kind thing. It's a necessity. So, but it's nice, you know, me bringing it as if it were a kind thing to do. Right. Where do I... Ah, here, preferably. Yeah, so we really need to shoot for that area. Thing is, though, that is going to be quite difficult, so I think it's best if we already see it above ground here. Right. And then... Now we are above ground. Now we have to deal with shrubs, misery, and bushes. So... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have it crawl alongside this slope. It's gonna be a bit long for it, but hey, I mean, I'm cool with that. Now, let's get the exit path hooked up. And the coaster hasn't really crashed. Now, I must admit, I haven't really kept an eye on it, so I wouldn't really know whether or not the ratings are gonna be bad or not. Hopefully not, of course. Right. Now, what I would like this exit path to do is to hook up over here, really. It's going to be quite tough to get that to work. Though perhaps if we go all the way over here. Right, if we then go flat. Now, I need some height markers. I think if I just go up by 1 here, we are already in business. We are. Nice. Right, that's quite easy. I mean, that makes it rather remarkably easy to just get this sorted with hooking up and all that. Look. I mean, the whole exit path is already there. All that we really need is to get ourselves a fix mechanic on this place. You... Come on. Think if... Yeah. I have the feeling that you're not being trapped out there. There! You are trapped now. Very good. Let's get ourselves a handy dude. I don't think I did drop you in the underground. No, I didn't. I did drop you in the underground now. I see that the area is being covered, but still, you know, we want an extra one. So... Oh. I thought that this would return the view to normal. Clearly it didn't. Now, this coaster has done quite a few test rounds. So, let me pray and hope that it is not too extreme. And it isn't. It also isn't a grand coaster. I'm aware of this. Maybe it has to do with the length of it. Maybe not. I don't know. It isn't that shabby. It's just... I don't know. I had hoped better for this. I'm gonna charge $5, of course. I mean, like we always do. And, well, now we need to name it, shame it. It is also hooked up over there. For some reason, I'm not happy with that. I'm also not really that happy with how I butchered the terrain over here. Terrain was doing rather well, and then this happened. Oops. So, yeah. Ah, well, let's first color this. The white track, it looks actually rather attractive. Let's zoom out a little bit so that we can get a clearer view on how this is going to affect the grand picture. An orange track with white rails and black supports. I like this, but if we change this around, how does that look? Orange rails. Ooh. This looks remarkably good if you ask me. Then we'll have these be red. This looks remarkably good. I am more than pleased with this. And we can then have these be yellow. Yeah. I mean, all we need is a little bit of blue, and it's the perfect color mix. But no. Classy colors. And I think for a steel coaster, white is pretty bearable, you know. It's pretty solid coaster to go with. Or a color to go with, I mean. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Good. Now, open it up to the masses. All we need to give it is a name. We're gonna call this the mass accumulate. No, it needs to be classy. So why don't we call this steel bender? Yeah, that's a classy name for a steel coaster, I feel. So pretty good. Now we have oh man, we have almost all the gas that we need. So I think that right now it would be time to get like another thrill ride over here, right? You know, we need to oh, the ultimate, the best coaster there is. Right, eggheads. I don't know, but I don't need any other coaster. Right now I got everything I could possibly want here. Oh man, at first I thought to put this one next to the steel coaster. Now I'm heavily in doubt though. It's gonna depend on the money that we have, but otherwise it's gonna be a steel twister coaster. Let me tell you that. But we're not there yet, because I am going to build a thrill ride. So, that thrill ride is going to be the Roto Drop. Pretty amazing ride actually, and our park has done long enough without one. So here we are. We're gonna put it a little bit further to the back over here. So that means removing these trees. Come on, I'm clicking. Good. That one there as well. And then you know what? We are gonna put it all the way over here. Now this needs maximum height, otherwise the ride's not gonna work all that well. And I am gonna put the entrance all the way around the back. Exit just there, and then I'm gonna try to hook it up all the way just like that. I mean, this ride is just really good. There's no point of having a short queue here, like there is with so many other rides. I mean, crap wheel anyone? No, just saying. This ride, no. The longer the queue, the merrier. Well, except of course when it's raining, because all of a sudden then they're wussies. They don't want to go on this ride. Now, this is gonna be a guarantee for loads and loads of vomit, so... Wait, what? The guests are going on it while it's raining? I don't know, but I thought that the guests didn't like this rain stuff and then these high open rides. Maybe I was wrong. Anyway, now, I do see that we are kind of losing guests, really. Is there like an exodus of guests? Yeah, perhaps there is. Perhaps this is just a batch coming in who have lost all their money. That could be the case, really. Maybe we should cheapen up a few rides. Not our main money makers, but perhaps the water rides? I don't know, we'll see. We'll just keep building, and if it really turns out that all the guests are leaving, we'll just make a few rides free, you know, and all that. So that we have more guests in the park. They don't have to leave. I mean, they are poor sods here. So, yeah. Anyway, back to this. We're gonna color this. And we are going to color this. Let's see. We could go with black, but I don't know. I think black doesn't look as good as, say, white. Yeah, white also doesn't look that good. So, how about gray? Gray looks, I don't know, looks a bit bland, you know. How does, let me see. I mean, going classy means there isn't that much to choose from, really. I think a gray actually looked, no. Gray looked the best of all the choices. And then, like this, with these tilings. I don't know, really. I mean, the tilings isn't really that important. We can also go with purple tiling, for example. No, we could not. Man. You know what? Just the grey, so it doesn't stand out. I mean, it's the tiling after all. It's not that important. What is important is these being golden and these being green. I like that. Yeah, this looks rather good. So, we are going to call this facing death. And then something a bit more classy. Death facer. No. We're gonna call this do or dare. Do or die. Die or dare. No, do or dare. No, that's for a roto drop. It's not. No, I want something more classy. I'm being demanding on myself, but I do want to keep the standards high for this. And why don't we call this the leg spin. How about we're gonna call this the leg spin? No, we're gonna call this down twist. Yeah, down twist. Alright, that's more classy. I mean, being a little bit demanding on myself isn't always that bad, I suppose. Now, one other thing that we do need to do over here is, of course, first get ourselves a handyman. But this handyman is gonna get some extended area, really. Because I am going to expand the infrastructure here. So, yeah, we are going to expand our area for the handy dude as well. Preemptively, you know, just saying. Now, just removing those trees there. So that we can extend it all the way over here. And this will do for now. We will quickly interiorize this as well, like that. Maybe also get a few light posts out there, you know. Maybe a few trash cans as well, I mean, whilst we're at it. And also a fountain or two. There, very good. Now, what we of course also need is loads and loads of these swag stuff stalls. So here, this is one. A hat stall. Always works wonders. We're gonna make these pink. No, we're not. This beige. Beige is alright. And there, opened up. Now, we should also place a drink stall down here, I feel. So there. Let's see. We'll do. You know what? We'll just put that next to each other, and then we'll have another something to eat, a fry stall. I don't think we even have one of these, so no, we didn't. Right, there, good. That's sorted. Now the park is kind of struggling to keep people in. I have noticed that. I also see there's lots of them coming, but there's also lots of them leaving. So perhaps we need to take a look-ski at the pricing strategy for our park. But that and more all has to wait for next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.